What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to episode number 3 of our Liverpool FC Let's Play here in Football Manager 2020. Before we get into this, I just want to say a massive thank you to you guys for your ridiculous support to start FM20. It has been crazy. You've probably noticed a hell of a lot of videos coming out. I've actually been away for the first weekend of the beta. I recorded 10 videos in about one night, and then I went to bed for 3 hours, woke up and did some more, and then went away on holiday. I'm back from my holiday now. Quality of content's going to go up. These Let's Plays are going to be coming more regularly. The Liverpool Let's Play is going to be coming daily throughout the beta now. And I want to say, just again, massive thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's crazy the support you guys have had, and it's blown me away. I was away on holiday, and I kind of didn't have any internet access, and I was checking it periodically whenever I got 1 bar of 3G in the middle of nowhere in England. And the support has just been crazy. So thank you so very much. Anyway, this is episode number 3, and 3 is a magic number because in our last 3 matches, we've scored 3 goals. Yes, we've played 3 Premier League games since you were last here. You can see them. We started off with a game against Arsenal. A 3-1 win in this game. Started off fantastically. The first goal was a shot that cannoned off the woodwork, and it fell quite kindly to Sadio Mane. You can see, looking at the stats in the bottom corner. In this game, both teams had chances. We took ours. Arsenal did not. Dybala got a lovely goal to open up his goal-scoring account in this game. It was a 32nd minute free kick. And then he grabbed his third, I think it's his 3rd goal of the season, but our 3rd goal of the game. Again, crazily good finish. This was a really nice goal, to be honest. Unfortunately, we did lose that clean sheet. Aubameyang scoring in the 83rd minute, but it was difficult really to complain too much about that. Scoring 3 goals away from home, kind of our all-out attack system working reasonably well, I guess. Anyway, the next game we had was a week later, and it was against Brighton. And for this game, we really did rotate things. We got off to a flyer. Dybala scored a penalty, and a matter of 2 minutes later, there was a rather embarrassing own goal. And then Dybala, for a 2nd game in a row, grabbed a brace. His 3rd goal of... our 3rd goal of the game. I've made the same mistake again. He scores lots of goals, does Dybala. I think he's got 7 in 7 to start the year. You might notice with this team selection that we had, a very rotated team. I gave rests to a few players. We had Oxlade-Chamberlain and Wijnaldum in the central midfield. Shaqiri and Olmo played. We tried Dybala up top, which worked very well. And I have got to give a little shout out to Van Dijk. I think it was his ball through for Dybala's 3rd goal. 2nd goal. Please help me. The number 3 is on my mind apparently. But yeah, the ball by Van Dijk was absolutely crazy. Anyway, in this next game, you'll be pleased to know Dybala didn't get his 3rd goal. That wasn't his 3rd goal, because he didn't score. We won 3-0, however. It was a good little win, this one. We dominated the game against West Ham. We had them penned in their half for the entire game. It was 0-0 at half-time, and we had hit the woodwork 3 times, and I kind of thought maybe it's going to be one of those days. But Salah, with a moment of brilliance, scored a fantastic little goal, and then a goal by Firmino, and then Dani Olmo with a tidy little finish for his 1st goal at the club. Rounded off what was a terrific little 3-0 win at Anfield, kind of what you'd like to expect us and see us do against this kind of opposition. Anyway, you can see here, looking at Dani Olmo, he has been improving a hell of a lot. Of course, we've kind of brought him in at 21 years old to be that versatile attacking option for us. I feel like when you look at the fee we paid of £23 million, for the quality of player we've got, and at 21 years old, this is just really good business. We've been trying him out at inverted winger, but obviously more naturally he is going to be a attacking advanced playmaker. You can see here he really ticks the boxes for that. Pleasantly surprised with him. Today we are going to be playing in the Champions League, as you can see. We've got Napoli. If we just look at our group, we've got Bayer and we've also got Lokomotiv Moscow. So this is a pretty horrible group, to be honest. Bayer and Napoli, 2 teams that I didn't really want to get drawn against. And Napoli, somewhat a bogey team for Liverpool in real life. We'll hope that isn't going to be the case for us today, I guess. But yeah, it's not going to be too terribly easy. You can see, looking at our team stuff here, Alisson still not back from fitness. We're getting into mid-September now, and he is less than weeks away now. He's very close. The fitness tests are coming in. He's declined a little bit as a player, which is a tiny bit concerning. We'll hope we can get him back in the first team and get him back to winning ways. You can see, just looking at the rest of kind of the average ratings and such, Dybala leading the way, 7 goals in 7 games. Not bad for an advanced playmaker. Perhaps would like to see him get a few more assists, but an 8.21 average rating, you can't argue with too much, can you? Yeah, at 25 years old, he looks like a fantastic bit of business for us. Sadio Mane, 6 goals and 3 assists in 6 matches. That is a silly return, really. He is exceptional in Football Manager. Be interesting to see if he can match his 22 goals he got last season in real life to get that joint Golden Boot award. And then actually it's our fullback Andy Robertson at left back that's doing very, very well for us. Yeah, he looks superb so far, the 25-year-old. He is exceptional in FM this year, Andy Robertson. I feel like he's significantly better than he was previously. Interestingly enough, you can see Firmino here, who's only got 2 goals and 1 assist. He actually has a 7.73 average rating. I feel like he plays a bit of an unsung hero role for us. We are still playing this system, which I've not tweaked much yet, but as the complete forward, his job is obviously to drop off and create channels of space and pull defenders away. And I feel like his average ratings kind of show that he's just doing exactly what we want from him. We've not tweaked anything just yet. We have been giving up a few more clear-cut chances than I would like on the break. But given the fact we've scored, a trio of goals in the last few league games and we're top of the league right now, I don't feel too desperate to change things. You can see here, looking at the league, Manchester City have actually lost against both Chelsea and Tottenham away quite convincingly. I was pretty certain that they were going to be our big rivals, but right now it looks like Chelsea and Manchester United could be the 2 teams to beat. I've got to give a little shout out here to Norwich. They've drawn against Manchester United, they've lost against Arsenal, and they've won their 3 other games that you would expect them to win, and they currently sit 4th. Not sure they can keep it going, but of course they'll dream. You can see we sit joint top right now with Chelsea. They drew against Tottenham. Their other games, they beat Man City, as we've already talked about, and a few other wins, I guess, in games that you'd expect to see them winning. Tammy Abraham, as you can see down here, has been kind of their big standout man. How good is he this year? He's pretty good. I feel like he might get a big January update to his attributes if he keeps going the way he is right now. He looks absolutely superb. Todd Cantwell as well, leading the assists. If you play fantasy football, you might have gotten the bandwagon for this guy towards the start of the year. In Football Manager, he's doing pretty good as well. You can see Emerson and Danny James rounding off the assist makers there. So yeah, it's been kind of an interesting start. We'll hope that in this midweek game that we've got against Napoli, of course, we can get our European campaign off to a good start. The fixture congestion is already starting to kick in. Of course, we are going to have the World Club Championship to fit in somewhere. In the Carabao Cup, you can see we've been drawn against Bournemouth. So things not getting any easier on the horizon. We've got 4 away games now in a row. So going to be a bit of a true test for our team. But anyway, let's get into this game against Napoli, shall we? As I said, we've not tweaked anything with the system just yet. There's definitely times when we get caught on the break, but at the same time, we look so good going forward and we're creating so much. And whilst we're still winning, I don't really want to change anything unnecessarily. Of course, the 0-0 draw against Manchester United last episode was one of the few times when we've been held back. But even in that game, we were pretty defensively solid. And despite, maybe exposing ourselves at times at the back, we've not conceded too many goals from it. I want to kind of just keep on the front foot. I want to go gung-ho, you know me. I feel like with the quality and quantity of attacking talent we have, we just need all our best attacking players on the pitch. Really, I should maybe just try playing 3 defenders and we'll just play Danny Olmo in the midfield as well, really, to just cap off our attack. But no, in all seriousness, there's a balancing act to be struck, but we'll see how we get on. As Salah is clean through, he has an effort which is saved. Firmino keeps it alive, though. Salah should have scored that, by the way. That was a clear-cut chance, but it falls to Jordan Henderson. That's not bad, is it? It's kind of weird, actually. Mane and Dybala are our top 2 goal scorers, and they actually play the deeper midfielder roles. And in Mane's case, he's on support duty, whereas Salah, who's an inside forward on attack, hasn't been particularly potent in front of goal. I don't know if that's a cause for concern or not. I feel like as long as we keep winning and we keep scoring, I shouldn't worry about it too much. But obviously, I feel like when you look at our tactical system, just as an overview, you'd point to that inside forward and go, with a complete forward playing alongside him, he should be banging in plenty of goals. Anyway, we're on the attack here. Dybala has a save, a shot saved. Really good effort by him. And 5 minutes gone, we are creating a lot of chances here against Napoli. You can see 2 clear-cut chances and a half chance. It's what you want to see. Now we're going to try and build from the back. Let's see what we can do here. Virgil van Dijk, star man, switching the play. What a ball that is to Salah, and you can see Trent is immediately on his bike down the byline. Salah, though, switches it back to his partner in crime, Mane. Now with Robertson, and already the overload in the attacking third is there. You can see we've kind of got 6 players against their back 4. Salah finds his space in the channel. Back to Alexander-Arnold. Whipped in Firmino's header. Narrowly over the bar, but we are causing them trouble. Of course, if they win the ball there, we're always going to get caught on the break. But the secret is we don't give away the ball there. That's going to be a key element, I feel, of our game, really smothering defences, and meaning that if we do give the ball away to them and, we could be exposed, we're just not letting them get the ball away as Firmino hits the woodwork. How is this only 1-0 after 20 minutes? We've had 11 shots in the opening 20. They've had one shot all game and 42% of the ball. We are currently causing Napoli all kinds of problems. And while Alexander-Arnold could be an ambitious ball forward, Alex Merritt half clears it, falls to Fabinho, who hits it. Oh my word. I mean, he's seen Mane last episode and he's gone, you know what? I can do just as well. Not a bad way to get your first goal of the season and your first goal for Liverpool. I say that. I don't think this is his first goal for Liverpool, but it's his first of the season. One touch on the volley. Wow. They say lightning can't strike twice. It struck twice. I've not played enough of the beta and I've been away all weekend, as I said at the start, so I don't know if this is a common thing or if we've just got long shot specialists. Please let me know what your current impressions are of the match engine. Of course, still in beta. The actual game isn't out for another 2 weeks officially, so plenty of time, I imagine, for tweaks to be made. But from my brief experience, it seems like long shots are pretty good. Keeper was quite out of position there, but Fabinho, I'm actually pleasantly surprised he didn't just smash it wide. It was a pretty composed finish. Anyway, ball whipped in by Robertson to Alexander-Arnold. Options inside. Salah's one of them. Lays it to Firmino. Saved by Merritt. I mean, I feel like in some ways he's made amends there by making that stop. Although it might not have even been going in. Now I think about it. Nevertheless, he made the save. It probably had to be made. It was a very good opportunity. Free kick in a dangerous area. We take it quick. That's offside. But I appreciate the alertness of Dybala to try and take a quick free kick there. Napoli just all over the shot. And, well, you can see there. There's two of them offside. Mane, it's not going to count. He's not going to get his 7th of the season. But yeah, already 2 goals up in this game. And I've got to say it. We're away from home here against Napoli. And we are bullying them. Like, really bullying them. They're not having a good time. You can see they're trying to pass it out from the back. And we're forcing them to go long. Collecting it. And then just unleashing these balls into space. And there's so much space that we create. And we use, you can see here, Salah now going to have Trent on the overlap. Picks him out, whips it in first time. Headed away only as far as Dybala. Goes back wide, and you can see, again, the back line for them is playing very narrow and very compact. Trying to stop us from finding channels of space, but we're still managing to do it. So with Robertson here, he scores his first of the season. I mean, have we found some genius tactic in this 4-2-4 already? It seems to be working absolute wonders. I know there were a few people who raised eyebrows after the first episode. They thought, it's never going to work. You've lost 3-1 against Man City. I mean, it seems like the players are getting to grips with it now and we're kind of chugging along. And I wanted to call this episode something like 3 is the magic number. It's already 3-0 after 30 minutes. I'm worried that we're going to score more and ruin the theme of today's video for episode 3. But yeah, I'm not going to complain too much. We've been incredible in this first half. You can see they've not had any of this game whatsoever. One shot on target. They've edged a bit more possession as the half's gone on, but just not anywhere dangerous. Not creating anything from it, certainly. Robertson whips in. Firmino makes it 4. 3rd goal of the season for him. Robertson now with an assist to add to his goal. And what can you say other than it's absolutely superb right now? It really is. Ball worked into this wide area, and we've just got players queuing up. The 4 Musketeers. I know there were 3 Musketeers. There's 4 now in Liverpool colours. Finding the back of the net again. Just so much space. Fabian's now got injured. They're going to bring in Milik. Could you ask for a better first half performance? I don't know. And the risk of players getting complacent here and us now just having the worst second half ever, I'm going to tell the players I'm very pleased with how it's going. Let's not throw this away now. Maybe I should have been aggressive with the Milik to Insigne. I mean, they've got attacking talent in the likes of Insigne and Mertens. And you'd expect them to do significantly better in this second half. I noticed that Lokomotiv Moscow, again, absolutely slaughtered by Bayer in the other group in this group stage. They are 4-0 up in their game. So as things stand, it could be us and the German side battling out for that top dog spot. You can see they've now gone 5-0 up. I feel like they're laying a gauntlet now for us. They're saying, go on, match us if you can. Anything that we can do, or anything that you can do, we can do better. Let's do one better than them, shall we? Dybala. Not sure who that ball was to there, but I'll allow it. Alex Merritt, we're now with Rui. Insigne now with it. I must admit, this second half has been a little bit more tame, hasn't it? It's been a bit more of a subdued affair. I feel like the players know that the job's done. Hysaj here keeps the ball in play well. Keeps it alive as well with Chucky Lozano. Now with Lozano again, we've got to be wary of him. Lovely ball to Mertens. I can't really complain about that. That's just a nice little goal. Dybala's not had the best of games, so we're going to bring in Dani Olmo for him. Alexander-Arnold is struggling, as is Henriks. Sorry, not as is Henriks, as is Robertson. So actually, I'm going to take off both of our fullbacks. Now, they've had superb games, don't get me wrong. But yeah, we're going to move Fabinho to right back. Henriks is going to come in and play left back. And we're just going to preserve the legs on our players. We've got a very hectic schedule coming up. I feel like our fullbacks are imperative to how we play. You've seen that today with just, you know, the contribution of both Trent and Robertson on either kind of side. They are players who have to get forward. They have to defend well, of course, as well. And from a fitness perspective, I need to try and keep them fit. So I'm going to take them both off with a triple change. And let's just see if we can keep this going now. Could we get a fifth? Fabinho with Mo Salah. Crosses it across to Henriks, who's now playing that left-back position. He is right-footed. Gives it to Mane. Now with Dani Olmo. Not far away there by the Spaniard, of course. Looking for his first goal in a live commentary. Was a late spur-of-the-moment decision to sign Olmo. We kind of had some money left in the bank, and I felt like he was the kind of player who we could fit into our team. And fit he certainly has. And, well, Salah, maybe he's going to get a few more goals now that I've brought it up in a video. I'm hoping for the curse of the commentator to kind of kick in, but in reverse, where if I say something negative, something positive will happen. Lovely goal for him, though. Fabinho as well with the assist. Wins that header. And Salah beating the keeper at the near post. I feel like the keeper's going to be disappointed by that. We are certainly not. 36 shots away from home against Napoli. We have absolutely demolished them in this game. I don't think this system that we have is perfect by any means. It's going to need work. It's going to need polish. You know, the players are still learning it. We'll start to spot trends, I'm sure, and certain formations will cause us issues. But right here and now, it's difficult to find anything wrong with it. Fabinho was player of the match. You were top-notch, my friend. Absolutely superb. Classy, as the media have described it. He's just so good as kind of that defensive centre midfielder in our team. Of course, with the defensive midfielder, they're not an anchor man. They're not someone holding the fort. They're someone who we do want to get forward. And as a defensive midfielder on support, he's done superbly there. You can see, if we just look at the Napoli kind of match analysis. In fact, we should look at individual match analysis in the Napoli game. But just so you can see, it's stuff like average positions, because I feel like this is just a really easy way to kind of understand how we play. Some people have asked, I'll cover something here just while I talk about this, but some people have asked about why I play with kind of Dybala as the advanced playmaker and Firmino offset rather than one behind the other. And the simple reason is I want them to occupy a centre-back each. This system is really all about overwhelming a back four. You know, Firmino's going to drop, Dybala's going to push. So they've occupied the two centre-backs, and their kind of lateral movement against each other is going to create space for these other players to run into. Mane and Salah obviously are going to cut inside. They're going to look for gaps between, you know, a team's right back and their centre-back anyway, and with the movement between the two men inside, obviously that helps. But because we've got Alexander-Arnold and Robertson, who are so great going forward, stretching teams out wide, it just ends up being a situation where the defence can't cope with the kind of six-man front line that we've got going on. With both fullbacks going forward. And the reason I've got them on fullback, not wing-back, is because fullbacks will typically start in a deeper position. If you play with wing-backs, their default kind of defensive position is further ahead of the centre-backs, whereas at least most of the time, when we don't have the ball, I want to see our kind of fullbacks alongside, you know, the rest of our back four. So if we look at starting 11 here for Liverpool, and I realise I don't think this is actually filtering out all the players. Why are we showing events here? I want to look at average positions. Can we do that? I mean, for some reason, the starting 11 thing doesn't work. This is what is happening here. It's showing extra players. But you can kind of see how it's just a very, very compact shape and a 4-2-4. Simply put, you can't see it very easily, which is a bit annoying. Am I missing something incredibly obvious here? I guess if we just do the first half before subs happened. So you can see here, this is when we have the ball, just how we commit men forward. You know, we are going to leave ourselves exposed. Fabinho is still going to get forward, but without the ball, you can see how we do just drop back to a quite defensive shape. And then the overall average, It's just all about overloading the front line, and this kind of movement that our kind of front four are going to have around one another is just going to pull back lines out of position. And we had it actually, I think it was against West Ham, where they played two flank banks of four. They had a 4-man defence and then a 4-man midfield as kind of a low block. And with the movement that we had, we just pulled players out of position and created just areas for other players to move into. And obviously that's why we have pass into space as a really important instruction here. You'll see us use it a lot. We want to, pull players out, but then immediately get the ball into those spaces and be attacking it with another player. And so far, it really has worked wonders for us. Anyway, in terms of when we'll be back, we might come back for the Bayer game. Let me know if you'd like to see that one, but I'm also conscious of the fact we've had not the quickest start to the season, in terms of we've done quite a lot of episodes to start things. So maybe we'll come back a little bit later, maybe Man City at the start of November, slightly bigger gap. Let me know what you guys would like to see. Is it Bayer? Is it Man City? I'll consider it when we drop next episode in. But anyway, that's all from me today. Thank you for watching. It has been my first video back since a long holiday. Definitely a degree of rust. I hope you were able to bear with me and get to the end of it. Fantastic performance on the pitch at the very least. And hopefully I can be in better form next episode and our team will continue to be in the fantastic form that they have started the season. But yeah, that's all from me. I'll chat to you later, guys. It is me, Jack. And yeah, I'm out.